So it's 12 o'clock, and as promised, we've got the next Dot Light special. And today I have in studio with me Nikolai Charles from Exodus Rootswear. So you can say hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. And thank you so much for joining me on Y103 today. Yeah? All right. So let me turn you up a little. Let's hear it. Yeah again.
Yes.
Good.
It's
We
good
got
to be
you
here.
now.
Yeah, man.
He is a soft-spoken king making moves. Alrighty, so the first thing I want to do is get to know Nikolai.
Right.
So tell me 3 adjectives that describe you as a person.
3 adjectives that describes Nikolai. I will have to go with confident. We'll have to go with bravery and creative.
Alright, I like those. Why bravery in particular?
The word bravery, I guess, stems from, me, taking leaps of faith to do certain things. Challenging myself. Not letting obstacles or fear get in the way of anything I have to do.
I like it. So I was telling people on Instagram a lot about Exodus Rootswear, but of course you are a cricketer as well.
Yes.
And you're a party promoter and event planner as well.
Yeah.
So yes, you are a brave guy. You do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the first thing we'll talk about is Exodus Rootswear.
Right.
So tell us about the inspiration behind that fashion line.
Okay. Right. So Exodus Rootswear is a clothing line that I started somewhat like 10 years ago. When I left secondary school, I went to community college and studied visual art. And in my final year, I created a piece called Exodus. And that piece was kind of geared towards the whole movement of the brand.
Yeah.
And that's where the brand started. I always had a love for, fashion, art. Right, I'm an artist, I always had a love for the arts and fashion, and also kind of like t-shirt fashion, seeing slogans on shirts. When I was back at college, a lot of my peers wore t-shirts in that era.
Graphic tees.
Yeah, graphic tees,
So
saying certain
to get
things.
into that.
Yeah.
Exodus was your inspiration.
Yeah.
So what is your vision for Exodus Rootswear? Where do you see this brand going over the next few years?
Okay, my vision for the brand obviously is to, impact lives, also to, go across the borders, across the Caribbean, across the world.
So this is not going to stay a local brand. You're going to be able to get this in Jamaica, in Trinidad.
Yeah.
We're taking it across the globe.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I associated with a couple artists in Jamaica, but before Jamaica, obviously here in Barbados, I was grateful to have people like Buggy, Push It,
Buggy
Nakente, around the the reggae arena, Tabitha, various artists within the music industry.
Yeah.
been
So the support is
brand.
there. It's
Yeah.
a community.
Yeah.
I like that. That is fantastic. So we are going to get further into your life.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And how I know you teach as well
Yeah.
at Garrison.
Yeah.
How do you balance managing this brand,
Right.
teaching these students?
Right.
How do you balance that?
Yeah. Balancing, everything is a challenge. Actually, that's where bravery. That's where the word bravery comes, right? Because at times it could be very, taxing having to, balance teaching and then coming home to my baby, because I call Exodus my baby. So,
Of course.
right? But I have to do it. I have to balance it. I get inspiration from teaching the youth, and I teach art at Grade and Sealy Secondary.
And that's the former Garrison for old people
right,
like me.
formerly Garrison.
Who ain't accustomed to these new names.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll get more into who is Nikolai Charles, what is Exodus Rootswear, and tell them where to find it on IG so they can start to look at it and see what we're talking about.
Right. So you can find Exodus Rootswear on IG. At Exodus Rootswear, EXODUSROOTSWEAR. You can also find Exodus Rootswear on Facebook. And, you can hit me up. There's plenty content on the pages with all the designs, all the different styles cut. We specialize in dresses, shirts.
I'm wearing a dress today.
For males
and
females.
We'll put up those photos later.
Right,
we'll post
right.
those. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's 11 minutes after the hour of 12 o'clock. And we're continuing with Nikolai Charles from Exodus Rootswear. So now, Nikolai, I want to talk to you about how you come up with the concepts for these launches that you have. Right now, we're in the middle of the Harmony launch.
Right.
And I am wearing a Harmony dress right now. How do you come up with the concepts that you reveal?
Okay, well, Exodus Rootswear is a streetwear brand, a conscious brand, centered along the line of Afrocentricity. But we've recently just entered what we call Black History Month. So I decided to drop this collection in this month. However, you've been seeing a lot of crime happening in the island. There's been a lot of unrest, right? So I decided to bring out this collection to kind of counteract, what has been happening in society, right? So if you look at a lot of the graphics and the videography, the photography surrounding this collection is kind of trying to bring a sense of remembrance that we, come from kings and queens, right? We are royalty, and we shouldn't be, treating ourselves, in this manner that we currently are.
Yeah. And it's about promoting harmony too.
Right, harmony, yeah.
How do you find the recent state of violence is being reflected in the schools? As a teacher, are you seeing that at the Garrison School as well?
Well, when I first went to the school, it was kind of eye-opener for me, but somewhat is kind of quieted down to some extent.
That's fantastic,
But the females, you've been seeing a lot of violent behavior with the girls, amongst the girls. I don't know why more females.
You need to take a much deeper look into that.
Yeah,
because historically, I don't think that was the case.
Yeah, when I was back at school, it was more like boys would wrestle and fight and and get angry in class and stuff. But
as a teacher, what are you doing? I know we would have talked about it off air before in terms of helping to guide these children through the arts. But what are you doing with your art students?
Right. For me, I tend to, let my students be as creative as possible, when they come to my class. Obviously, art is a hands-on subject, more skills-based. So I give them the opportunity to, free up and be themselves.
Yeah.
In my classroom, there are a lot of, images around the class to promote royalty and, the same peace and harmony.
Okay.
Okay,
so it's about changing and shifting the energy.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get that. I can dig that. I love it. And you talk about teaching art, and I have to ask. I ask every one of you who comes, can anybody learn to draw, you think? Can anybody become an artist with practice?
Yeah, I believe, all of us, we are born artists, from the time we come out our mother's wombs, we pick up crayons, markers, and, we always were fascinated with colors, right, from a young age. It's just a matter of developing those skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing I wanted to get into with you is the next step. What can we expect next from Exodus Rootswear? We're in the middle of launching Harmony, and you can get yours. You can message him at Exodus Rootswear on Instagram and get your tee, get your dress. But what's next? What can we see happening next?
Right. Guess like this year, I want to hold a fashion show. Say at the end of the year. That's one of the major plans that we're putting in place. The Exodus team. I want to send a shout out to my brothers Alexei and Sergio and
Hi.
whole team.
Alexei is here quietly in the corner filming.
Right. Yeah, these guys, are behind me, pushing me with the brand and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at holding a fashion show at the end of this year. Well, a fashion and hair show, actually.
What?
Right? 4 years ago, I held a fashion and hair show in collaboration with Kelly Seeley from Nubian Naturals.
Yes.
Right? So we're good partners, good business partners, and we're looking to hold another show at the end of the year. Right?
Okay.
I also want to go to Jamaica this year and carry the brand over there as well.
I like it. I like it. All right. So we're in with Nikolai. We're talking about Exodus Rootswear. We're talking about the arts. We're talking about his line harmony. And we'll continue right after some music.
Yeah.
And we continue. It's 12:21. Time really flies with these interviews. I feel like if you just got here, Nikolai, we've got 9 minutes left. How is that possible?
The time just flying.
Time flying. So I want to get into Nikolai the athlete, because this man is by no means a one-trick pony, a designer, an educator, many hats, fashion designer, everything. So let us talk now about your cricket career.
Yeah.
I know little to none about cricket, but let's go.
Well, I was at cricket yesterday. I was really glad to see the boys pull it off. Big up to Jason and Ashley and all the guys out there, representing the West Indies. But yeah, I've been playing cricket from primary level all the way up to this age. I represented Barbados at junior level. And the 19s. I also played for Barbados at the senior level. Okay. I currently play cricket for the Wanderers Cricket Club. But yeah, I've enjoyed the journey with cricket. My aspirations, obviously were to play for the West Indies cricket team. I haven't been in the maroon colours.
I have to stop you now. What do you mean that was your aspiration?
Well,
have you given up? 'Cause this is not you. That does not sound like the king that I speak to.
I still am striving. What's supposed to be will be.
Yeah.
In terms of cricket.
All right, don't laugh at me now. But how do you audition? How do you get selected for the West Indies cricket team?
Well, you got to be playing for Barbados, and I guess throughout the first class career that you play, depending on how you perform, right? They would, I guess, draft you in their trials or the A team. It starts from the A team, right? They would put you in the A team, and the A team would travel and play against other A teams, and then from there, you would then transition into the professional side, the West Indies side.
So you would need to not just be playing for Wanderers, you would need to also be playing for Barbados team.
Yeah, Barbados team. Yeah.
And to be selected for that team, how does that work?
Right, same process. So they will look at my stats here in the local division, right, and they will have.
Are those good stats?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
If you Google my name, the first thing you see will come up will be
receipt
cricket stats. Yeah, that'll be the first. Yeah, Google my name, Nikolai Charles. You'll see cricket stats.
Y'all Google him and tell me if he's legit.
Right, so
which I'm sure.
Yeah, my what do you call it? What I do in cricket, I'm a spin bowler.
Okay.
Right, I'm a spin bowler and a batsman. I bowl leg spin. Yeah, over the years I've been, getting a lot of wickets, receiving awards for most wickets and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you want to play for a T20 team? I hear that is big business.
Yeah.
Something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, very much so. Actually, my style of the way I bowl, I believe is more suited for that form of the game. You know, T20 cricket.
Okay, trying to get
50
wickets
over
fast.
cricket. Yeah.
I know things, you know.
Yeah. Bowl on tight and get her wickets. Yeah.
All
Bowl on tight and
right.
get her wickets.
I know I love the drinks. I adore the drinks at the T20 game.
That goes hand in hand with cricket. Yeah.
Okay. How do you find time to do all these things? I know you keep fit. You play cricket.
I also do the gym. Yeah.
You are also a student of Arts and Entertainment Management at BCC.
At BCC, yeah.
How do you find the time to do all of this?
Right. You know, it's really coming down to time management, scheduling, sacrifice. You know, a lot of the things that I would have been doing in the past, I had to put away. Right. So all of my time is geared towards my clothing line, training and fitness, health. Is geared towards cricket. You know, is geared towards some sort of positive intent,
Yeah.
you know, with myself going forward, right? You know, time is something very precious, and you know, I believe in, you know, not wasting time. You know, if somebody calls me and say, well, Nicola, yeah, let me do this, let me do that, you know, at times I gotta say, nah, I can't, you know, I
There's
got
power in no.
things, yeah, power and no, yeah.
Sounds like there's no time to date. Is there time to date? No questions off limit here, right? Is there?
Yes, there's yeah, there's time to date.
Okay. All right, let's get things back on track. So with the arts and entertainment management studies that you're doing,
Right.
where do you intend to go with that? What is your hope for after you've graduated?
Yeah, the arts and entertainment program, you know, since I came on, it's been very informative. Where I want to go with it, I want to try to bridge or put together all the different forms of art to create some sort of production in the future. I was always someone that, you know, I always loved going to shows and seeing productions, whether dance shows, stage shows with people performing, singing, performance art. You know, I just trying to find a way that I could, you know, put all those things together to create.
In one space.
Yeah, in one space.
I would love something like that here and across the region.
Yeah.
And if we could package it and take all the talent we have
to
the world,
take
that
it to
would
the world,
be amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're almost out of time, sadly. But before we go, I want to know, what advice do you have to a young man who is out there and thinking, I have these ideas in my head. I would love to get into fashion as well.
Yeah.
I would love to get into design as well.
Yeah.
What advice do you have to him, not just as a designer, but as an entrepreneur? Because there's a lot of business as well involved.
Yeah. What I would say is to make sure, obviously you have to have your concepts, mapped out, the process in terms of, you said fashion design, the process in terms of putting those concepts, whether onto apparel, whether it's couture, you know, and just bring it out. Bring out as much content as possible. You know, the way forward now, the way with entrepreneurial businesses now is, you know, as much content as you could bring out. You know,
and in the digital space too.
Right, the digital
use that space.
Yeah, use that space.
Yeah.
You know, and just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be brave.
Be brave and go for it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming, Nicola, and
thanks,
answering
Paula.
all my questions.
Thanks.
It's been great having you.
Yes. It's been
And
great.
I hope to see you back here. And you telling me, Paula, I only have 15 minutes because I have to get to New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Big things in the future for you, I hope.
Thanks
So much for coming. We continue. It's 12:29 and we've got 10,000 Maniacs up next.